Is we gonna print or not? Sorry, y'all. I got people that's texting me actively. That's what you're hearing in the background if you are on my live, and I'm trying to answer them. Okay, haven't left yet. Lord. Okay, haven't. Oh my gosh! Right now in the middle of my live. If you are on, and I can't see because I got my messaging screen up. I will be there. All right. Let me get back to my live. All right. Well, it's only been a minute and 37 seconds, so. Really, though, what's up with my printer? Come on. Connect. We got us a job present. I done sent something over. Nicole, what's going on? I learned from last time. Right now I'm having issues with Bertha over here. She's saying that she's not connected. Well, first off, we had a power outage. There was some sort of a storm. Ooh. Okay. Art department, what's going on with you, brother? Um, Let me see. I'm getting ready for bed. People are messaging me, y'all, while I'm on live, and I have to respond because this is a customer. So I'm here with you, and you see my face, but I'm actually tending to a whole message. My bad. Okay. Let's send that to you and to you. I'll bring it tomorrow. Look, two-hand typing, y'all. 2 digits on the phone. All right. I'm going to ignore the next few. They're going to probably send me. All right, there we go. I'm back. Lord. Sounds good. Thank you. All right. All right. Now, like I was saying to Nicole, Bertha over here decided not to work. I had printed, or I'm trying to print this picture so I can get this shirt done so I can get up out of the store. And for whatever reason, it's just driving me crazy. It's driving me nuts. What y'all day like? What y'all doing? What y'all getting into? Your boy about to sit down and try to reconnect this printer to the one of my computers. So we'll exit. This is one of the things I was telling y'all about when converting these printers. Make sure you, I mean, I guess this is a Bluetooth problem. It can happen with any piece of equipment, but make sure you get what you need. Bertha wants the night off. No days off November. Did you read the title? Ain't having it. Ain't no days off. I mean, we're going to do this into December and January as well, but no days off November. That's how your boy feeling right now. Let's try to print. Come on. See, you know you got a special relationship with your equipment when you talking to it. And if you say, if I speak nicely, will you work? There? Oh my gosh. We're here. Yeah, that's weird. So we had a power outage one day and it doesn't want to work. That's crazy. Literally crazy. So if y'all caught my live the other night, I was in here with Mike and Mike Jr. We was in here. Mike and Mike Jr. Mike and Noah. And we were working on the Black Adam. His classmates loved it and wanted to be a part of it. We're trying to figure out how they could be a part of it. It's deeper than cars. What's going on? How you doing, bruh? My numbers don't be accurately representing what's up top. So I see 1 and 1. I'm not too sure if that's what it is. But the phone and YouTube and all of these different algorithms, it'd be a million people watching you. You see 0. You think you talking to yourself and be talking to somebody all the way on the other side of the United States that's actually listening to you. I've come to find that out. How are you unable to locate the printer and it's right next to you? I'm gonna have to restart this thing. Alright, what's the bad? So if any of you guys are in here that's in the Facebook group, I did do an apology for just walking away from the group and the responsibilities. I'm looking at it like I didn't create this group. I was asked to be a part of this group. So, you know, I really didn't realize the impact that I had. You know when you put your all into something, your whole heart into something, and then you just don't see no results, or it don't look like it's working, or just stuff's not adding up, you tend to leave that stuff alone, because at the end of the day, it could break your spirit. That's the best way to put it. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's not even why I got on. I got on to see how y'all was doing, how y'all week is going, what y'all gritting on. And really to get Los together. Homeboy about to get the puff package. And not that type of puff, y'all. Quit thinking, and see, you're thinking with the wrong mind. I'm talking about that Econo puff. Alright, let me see. The paper size and typeset in the cassette does not match specified print settings. Sure it does. In my head it does. Alright. Print. Come on, Bertha. Show me what you got. Huh? Eh? Okay. So I don't know how you guys feel about memorial shirts. I have spoke about it once or twice before on my channel. Yes, your boy's sitting down because I'm trying to get this right, and it feel like standing up, I'm not getting no results. So if I sit down and maybe focus a little bit harder and talk to y'all, maybe everything will start working like it's supposed to. Because I could tell you right now, it has not been. I've gotten to the point in my life where doing memorial shirts, this is completely off subject, but I just want to know if anybody else out here feels this way. It's become a bit morbid, a bit, that ain't even the right word to say, just a bit dark, a bit temperamental, kind of play on your feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you are doing a memorial shirt for a person that has lived their life. Now, of course, no one wants to see their loved one pass, period, no matter what age you are at. But when you get babies and teenagers and kids that's my age, which is why I brought up, you know, the earlier episode with me and my sons being in here, and you look into these kids' eyes and they're no longer here due to unforeseen circumstances or lack of knowledge, therefore ignorance, and instead of shooting a fair one, these kids will pick up guns and shoot and kill each other. And then people come to me constantly because I try to perfect my craft. I want it to be the best in can. If I want to be doing this, I got to be the best person here doing it. It's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is, yeah, it can make you money. The bad thing is you got a conscience. If you are human, you have a conscience. And like this last one that I just got to do, it really touched me a certain way. The child was only 16. Um, he got he got basically, he got murdered because of $100 or a couple $100, something that just wasn't equal to the value of a life. You get what I'm saying? And when you have as many kids as I do, different ranges and ages, and you talk to them, because I'm an active father, I'm in my kid's life. You feel a certain way when you get those reports, or you get people that walk in, or family members that walk in and be like, well, can you do the memorial shirts? And I've been told this more than once in my life. Not all money is good money, but not all money is worth taking either. What I mean by that is sometimes you just have to turn the job down for you, because you don't know where that could lead you. Now, it might not be that major when you do it, but if you're doing something over and over and over and it gets repetitive, some people turn numb to it. Me, I'm more like, dang, wow, for real. Okay, y'all don't hit me no more because I'm done. I don't want to, and that's where I'm at with it right now with doing these RIP shirts. The Educated Natural, what's going on? How are you doing? It's been a rough couple of months, for real. Just talking about these shirts that I gotta do, and it's senseless violence, and the kids don't understand. It's different than when someone comes into your house, or an intruder comes into your house, or there's a real reason for you to have a gun, other than to show that you tough or to show that you got a gun. It's stupid. A lot of times people will say, well, it's their parents, it's how they was raised. No, they had mom and dad in-house. Mom and dad whooped that ass. Excuse my language, but I know the parents. There's no reason whatsoever. It's sad, y'all. It's real sad. But I've missed a lot of shows this year. So I'm switching subjects and going on to the next thing, so I don't want to talk about that too much. I missed a lot of shows this year, mainly the last three. I was supposed to be at North Carolina, end up having to cancel. I was supposed to be at that Graphics Pro, end up having to cancel. And then there's another show that was in between there with I'm not too sure on the name of the show. I think it was in North Carolina, Vegas, and there was something in Texas. The last ISS show I missed. I will be back on the road in January, back to it. Back to the grit as far as coming to the shows and actually seeing people. So you guys have any questions for me? I'm open book. PM St. Louis, what's going on? How are you doing? This is No Days Off November. Y'all hit that like button, please, one time. So YouTube will put me on other people's For You page or their Explore page. Reprint. I'm here. Just reloading Bertha. Because like Nicole said, I need to give her a break, but she can't have a break. Not today. I think I'm gonna try to grab some DTV tonight, y'all. I gotta try this stuff out. I asked earlier in somewhere on one of these, I think maybe in Heat Transfer Warehouses group. I don't know where I asked. I asked, what is the benefits to this DTV? Why do we need this DTV? Is this DTV better than any other transfer out there? Or is it just exactly the same as the rest of the transfers out there? And I got some yay, nay, and maybe kind of answers, but I didn't get the answers that I want. So I think I'm going to have to get some and give a proper review over it because I want to know, is this something that could potentially replace transfers? Being able to print at home, I don't have that much maintenance. I'm not messing with no powders or nothing. I'm just simply printing and going. Most of y'all say you could have just did that with glitter. Yeah, and then there's some things that I've seen that don't warrant that extra shine. So DTV would have been great. Let me see. The paper size and type set in cassette. I seen what you did with that jersey too, Greg. That was fire. Alright, that looks a lot better. This is just so sad. I hate seeing this. Doing some custom jumper dresses for a friend's daughter. Okay. They're gonna come out fire. Well, it prints, but it has pinstripes. Yes. True. And it still does have more pinstripes in it. Looks crazy. So I would have to adjust my what is it called on here? It's called print something. Basic prints, printer settings. Print alignment. It's the print alignment. The colors is going to pop regardless. They're going to be there. So what y'all holidays looking like? Anybody got any holiday ideas or designs? Anything that's about to come out, that's about to drop? Something that your boy can introduce to the world? I'm not gonna waste another piece of paper. That first one. Say third time's a charm. Let's see. Nicole, you must got the same printer. You know about the pinstripes, right? Either you seen it earlier. still the same and not as bad. I like this. And I got the one. Cold thing is I'm going to use cotton tubs to transfer this onto a white shirt. What does pinstripes mean? Alright. So I don't even feel bad about the Dainty Door. What's going on? How are you doing? So this is who I am doing, right? You see my son Mike was just in here. This is crazy. And this boy just turned 16. My son Mike is 15, getting ready to turn 16. So this is why I had turned. He is very handsome. Unfortunately, he is here no longer with us due to senseless violence in Canton City. But you see the, not to say but to disregard it, because I already expressed how I felt about this whole situation. Matter of fact, this is probably my last memorial shirt, period, because it's just like after, doing it so long, and you start to, if you are human, you have feelings. You start to feel like, dang, gosh, that resembles my son too much. Now, my kids ain't in trouble. My oldest is a little bit of trouble. I ain't gonna hold you. That boy needed his butt whooped. But my other kids, they know what it is. But when you get 16, you ain't even get to drive a car yet. You know what I'm saying? They don't even really know what life is. At 16, you don't know what life is about. You think it's Call of Duty and staying up late in amusement parks and movies and what? Now they smoking weed and whatever it was to him, it wasn't life yet. It didn't get to that next point. Is what I'm stressing, and it's very difficult to do this. Like it's took me literally 2 weeks to do a few shirts, 5 shirts to be particular, just because of how young he looks. But for the purpose of the question that was asked, yeah, he hasn't really lived or experienced anything. You see those stripes in between the image? Pinstripes. You get that when your alignment is off, usually inside this 7/7/20, but Bertha has her days. So I can go through and then redo all the alignment and all of that, get that all squared away, and then the blue stop working. Or it be something to where it keeps saying that the paper jams, or you know what I'm saying? So that's what I meant by pinstripe. The Dainty Door, it doesn't hit home until they leave home. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And Canton ain't no bigger than this screen that I'm on. So it's like everybody know everybody. It's not enough. Senseless violence is just senseless violence. That's it. There's no other way to put it to you. There's no excuse for it. It's just bad, you know? Okay. I did print head cleanings. I do print head cleanings. The only thing with that is it always tends to knock one of the colors out, like I was saying the problem before. So I'll fix the alignment, right? And I'll have the alignment. Now this is after I done wasted a whole bunch of ink and a whole bunch of Vibrant Vibes paper. Shout out to Vibrant Vibes. She doing her thing. Best ink in the market, best paper in the market. Yeah, shameless plug because it's the truth. After you get it's all said and done and you do the printing alignment, then the color tends to go out. I know this to be true. One day I spent 4 hours on this printer, and it was on one of my lives. I want to say maybe a month ago. And this Miss Bertha was giving me the blues, but she been with me for a long time, so I can't just kick her out. I've made a lot of money off of this Epson's 7720. And I've had a lot of success, but I've also had a lot of failure. Unlike with that Cameo Pro, listen, that thing right there, and If I could just tilt it like on one of those little football kickstand thingies right there, you see it right there with my fingers pointing. I punt that thing across the field goal. It just happened to cost so much. M&N Customs, what's going on with you? How are you doing? Hopefully you have a blessed, productive day and all's in your favor. And you getting them chickens warm because it's getting ready to get cold outside. Well, it might be already cold where you at. It's playing peekaboo over here. It's like one day it's 40, almost 30. We actually have had snow already, and then it turned around and be warm. Like today it was 65 and clear. I'm like, okay. My grandfather would say it's pneumonia weather. Or anybody in the family that's older. They're like, oh, that's pneumonia weather, baby. Put your coat on. So the reason I titled this No Days Off November is because I'm going to try my hardest to do a live. Whether it's 15, 10, an hour, 2 hours long, I'm going to try to come on live and be with the T Gang slash the family every day. So we could just communicate. Almost 70 today. Tomorrow we start to drop. See? Are your weather over there playing peekaboo too? It's going to get cold. Trust. I had a lot of people reach out to me in my inbox. And I want to let you know that I greatly appreciate you guys for reaching out to me, calling me, seeing what was going on. And the reason that I did leave the group, let me know what an impact I had on a lot of folks. We want it cold as deer season starts Saturday. Yeah, you do. That would explain why Walmart got the this owl dedicated straight to deer's doe buck, and it was some explicit words on them little bottles. I was like, oh, okay, this is how they do it. They wrong. I've never been a hunter. Well, that's a lie. I love to fish, so I hunt fish. Okay, like fishing. It's calm and relaxing. But as far as like actually shooting something, I ain't got it. I ain't gonna hold you in my Jeezy voice. Let's put you up to get it done. Where's that? Where's that? You see it? That's thanks to sliced bread. Lovely Blueprint, what's going on with you? Appreciate you tapping in. Could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all here with me. I appreciate you. Right now, I'm just doing this shirt that's been rough for me to do. I really didn't want to do it, but I'm doing it and getting it knocked out. And it's a memorial shirt. Let's adjust the temp on walleye. "45 seconds. All right, that's set up. Winter meat supply. Yeah, that deer. Listen, I've had deer a couple of ways. The good, the bad, the ugly, and then oh my gosh, that tasted nothing like what I had previously. 4 separate experiences with deer. I love deer jerky. It's pretty good. I've never had a venison steak though, or deer steak. Barb, you be out there hunting? That just dawned on me. You out there getting to it. You got the homestead, so yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense. That's a silly question for me to ask. Made a nice clean cut. Just had to slice this down a little bit. For all those that's new and don't know what I'm using cotton subs to get the job done. My favorite fabric media, especially when supplementing on colored cotton. The only thing about it is the contour cutting, but you can use it. I mean, if it's a square image, you could definitely use it all day long and not have any issues. Yeah, right off my deck or off the field. Country living. Hey, you don't get no closer than that. You get to go outside and just patow, tatow, and then got you meat. How long does that last though? Is that like, I guess it just depends on how big it is, right? Bart, let that get up to temp. Audited by Marima. So I had to order some shirts off of Shirt Max. Y'all know I've been going everywhere. I mean, I could have used Sam, I could have used anything. And it's getting ready for me to, it's time for me to start speaking to schools or whatever. But I have a team that I sponsor, the War Dogs. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the pit bull with like the kind of ghosty looking face, ghosty looking pit bull. It's actually the pit bull, I should say, for the Browns. Oh yeah, for all of those that say something whack about the Browns. All right, I hope you watch that game. I told you we coming for their throats. That made me smile. I had to go back and look at it twice and go, look at my team showing out. I mean, they both was from Ohio, but the Browns did it. Anyhow, let me get back to this bag of shirts. I got some shirts off of Shirt Max, right? And I had selected black. So when I go back to look at the order, it says cherry red. I'm like, I did not choose cherry red. I chose black. Why didn't I get black? Cherry red, not black. This is for the, I think it's 14 AU. That's how they quoted it. It's for a baseball team. The whole team, even the coaches' shirts is in here, and they all the wrong color. So I hit them back like, I need y'all to switch that to black because I seen where it said cherry red, on the computer. They was like, oh, it's too late. Our processing facility's in a whole different place. I'm thinking to myself, I just placed the order. It was like, there's nothing you can do. Once you receive the package, you can return it back to us, and then we'll send you the black. I'm like, I'm going to be 2 weeks late. Come on now. Shirt Max, we got to do better. All right, y'all heard Walleye, so I'm going to try the closer. I don't think there's nothing on this top platen. Once again, using that Vibrance Vibe. This is the tacky paper, so I know it's not going to be no bleed through, and I'm using cotton subs to do this job, to get this job done. And fingers crossed, hopefully nothing on my top plate. Let that do his thing for a little bit. Let them sing together, you know? That squeaky sound is Bertha, none other than Bertha. It's her extended arm, her older extended arm. Alright, it's deeper than cars. Good game. My uncle's a huge Browns fan. Hallelujah. You know, he rooting for the right team. We getting ready to take over. We getting ready to win the Super Bowl and everything. I keep saying when it happens, people going to fall out. They're going to lose all types of money. Stop the jump. I didn't think about the tacky paper with the sublimation. You know how that's going to work. Took all that ink up off of there, that's for sure. I can somewhat still see the lines through here, but it's not as bad. It's stuff the printer is going to pick out. The person being the one that makes the actual garment. I'm the one that's actually making the garment. So to me, it bothers me a little bit. But the actual person that's getting it, they're not going to notice it. Unless I point it out. Lovely Blueprint says, Denver sucks right now. Uh-oh. Cool. Barb, what you say up here? Our whole family hunts. We need enough to feed 5 families. Ooh, I only rifle hunt. A few bow hunts. My zone is 1 week. Okay, so that's the time in which your area is selected to go hunting and legally allowed to collect dinner for the next couple of months. I'm assuming that's what's being said. Bow season, rifle season, and black powder season. Oh, so there's 3 different seasons going on here? In one? Or is this over the weeks? Lovely 31, become a Browns fan. We could always use another Browns fan. And is anybody willing to join me with this No Days Off November? I'm about to get up out of here, Swam ass. I might be a fan, okay? Shoot, we don't take... To us, that's... You are on our team. You one of us officially. Like Sway would say in the morning, Eminem and Wild Hockey are doing good. I don't watch football. You know what? I played football for a long time, but I don't watch it either. I don't watch no sports. I ain't gonna hold you. I root for certain teams because they're in my area. And that's what I know. When I lived in Charlotte, I was rooting for Charlotte. When I live in Ohio, I'm rooting for the Browns. Shoot, I'm even rooting for the Bengals. I'm rooting for the Cincinnati Bengals, but not when you're going against the Browns. The Brown Pit Bulls. They're going to tear a hole in you every time. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. Sorry, Chet. I know you over there probably upset, looking like this man crazy. Chet is my cousin. Theoretically, you could hunt September to January with these types of hunting seasons. Okay. Mm. So do they actually be out there like watching to make sure that you guys are using the proper, like the black powder when it's black powder season? Do they make sure it's black powder? Is the game warden walking around? And I seen a disturbing video yesterday somewhere in the interwebs on YouTube, the other side of YouTube, because I didn't know about this side until yesterday. They were showing these people dumping stuff into the lakes, particularly in my area. The Indian River is in Ohio, and it's not too far from where I stay at. Some scientists or biologists was dumping something in the water and it was killing all the fish. Within 15 minutes of them dumping whatever it was that they was dumping into this lake, it killed all the fish around it. Devastation. The Queen City. Okay. Diamond Boutique, what's going on? How are you doing this evening? In here for my first No Days Off November live. So every day I'm going to try to bring y'all some type of live, some type of something, whether it's a video and a video live and a short, a video live, a short, and some posts. It's going to be something to do with my social media, but mainly on YouTube. I got it off of another YouTuber that's on and has been on YouTube for the last 4 or 5 years and kind of been slacking, you know, dropping videos here and there, but not too consistently. So I'm going to try every day. I'm going to try. I'm not going to promise. I'm going to try. Sometimes, you know, you get into work and you don't got time to pick up this phone or this camera and be like, but I'm going to try for y'all. Oh, yeah, DNR checks licenses. Wow. Stay serious with that. Okay. Well, what about all... Okay, so... You know what? I stay in Ohio, and there's always, excuse my language, a deer that then fell or and got ran over. And these people is not picking this stuff up. They're just leaving it, driving off. I seen a deer so big in the middle of the street, I almost fainted and I was driving. It was just too much. I don't know. Whoever got hit, whenever they hit it, they completely took the deer out. They hit it from the side. So I'm guessing the deer may have been jumping, crossing, just, you know what I'm saying, and a big truck hit it because it looked like that's what happened. But we have a lot of deer, especially if you go up on North Canton, where they started rehabbing into the woods. They have started taking a lot from the wilderness, where they've been cutting trees down and making these cul-de-sacs and these bigger houses. We've seen a lot of different animals having to relocate. And a lot of times, like, the apartments or the townhouses that I was staying in right behind us was wildlife. Real life wildlife. And they had got comfortable with coming to the trash can. Didn't have to hunt or look. We right behind the apartment complex and bam. Up here, if you hit a deer, you call it in. The guy with the sled dogs usually pick them up to feed to their dogs. We need that here. I don't know how we can get that situated here, but we need that here because, like, when I say they leave it in the middle of the road, they leave it in the middle of the road. And eventually, maybe somebody comes through and gets rid of it. Not even really sure on how that happens, but it's been the one occasion on the big deer that I seen was there for a week. And the smell, oh my gosh. Oh. And it was not a little deer. It wasn't one of them little ones. One of the little tiny, the little yearlings. It wasn't one of them. This was a big old deer. I'm talking about the body almost took up the road. Terrence Crew, I've seen somebody hit a deer, and later on the people of the Chinese restaurant was getting it. No BS. You know, I'm happy for that, though. because there's no wasting. But I wouldn't want to eat it though either. Like, put a little description and say this is what we found today. You know what I'm saying? Make it so that the people know. Don't just cook it up and add it to the food and be like, oh well, free meat. That's messed up. We also had I know I'll be talking about Canton. It be sounding crazy, but if y'all's from here, y'all know what I'm talking about. We have this restaurant, the Chinese restaurant downtown, and it's no knock, but we seen some of the workers. Like, I used to go into this restaurant all the time when I was younger. We seen some of the people that work in this restaurant at the Monument Park. The Monument Park is like the big park, where there's a track. I'm pretty sure every city has it, a Monument Park, so to speak. Anyway, this is William McKinley Monument Park. We see the people from the Chinese store, or from the Chinese restaurant. I'm not gonna say the name. They was catching the geese. The ones. Now let me let you guys know this. The geese too is our state bird. So um maybe because they are, and they're protected. Maybe because they migrated here. Yes, we do have the cardinal, but the geese is very protected here. You're not allowed to, take them out. But they didn't stop the Chinese people. I said they caught them like 5 or 6 that day in the Monument Park in broad daylight. Now it could have been for an at-home festival. It could have been, I don't know what it was for, but they had money to go to the store and buy some meat, but they choose to do it another way. That's all I'm saying. Vultures, eagles. Oh yeah, we do have a lot of eagles and a lot of hawks. Hawks and eagles. Like big, huge. Almost pick up a small baby and run off. Fly off, I should say. Vultures, coyotes need to eat too. That's true. You're so true, Barb. They just probably put it in someone. Terrence has messed up. Why it gotta be the wontons though? Cause don't nobody know what that meat is in there. You crazy. They just probably put it in some wontons or with some gravy. You never know. Yeah, for real. You don't. I mean, and I guess. But think about it. If they've been doing it this long, we've been eating it this long, we obviously like it and just don't know what we eat. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to stick to my fish diet, but I found some disturbing news out about the fish here. It's that's what be messing me up. Is it be the news and it be the woke people always just throwing stuff at you. Your city have a lot of wildlife. Yes, it does have a lot of wildlife. That's because my city didn't cut into the forest part, into the parts that hasn't been touched in years. And I could say a lot of it has to do with the National Football League, but it is what it is. Ain't some of this stuff is reserved. We have reserved spots, and some of the reserved spots have been bought out somehow. It's a reserved spot that's still been bought out to make a bigger space, a bigger surrounding, causing a lot of wildlife to, become homeless. Oh shoot! Oh yeah! Nah. Look, listen. Mike ain't separating from T's. Okay, it's always gonna be Mike T's, and ain't gonna do that to me now. I ain't gonna stop though on that note because they got Ye out here looking crazy, or should I say Ye got himself out here looking crazy. I don't know what to say. All I do know is the media plays crazy tricks. So who down the ride for this no days off November? It's gonna be different times. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be every night at 6 p.m. It's not. Life happens. But if you're gonna be here, I promise to try to bring myself on here every day. At least for the next 30 days, and then we'll continue this out and see how it turns out. Los, if you're on here, bruh, I got you ready. Instructions and all. Even give you some extra, bruh. They all say brand ambassador on it. So you just gotta do a little bit of weeding, not too much. I wanted you to experience weeding because a lot of people complain about it. And then the rest of it is a full sheet for you to experiment with. 300 degrees at 8 seconds. Medium firm pressure. And when you do decide to make your cuts right, okay? Make sure your blades is right. So, Los, when you do see this and when you do watch this, if you get in a cameo, holla at your boy. I could tell you the right cut settings and we can get it together. I can have you all the way together. But y'all, it's time for your boy to get up out of here. It's been real. Now, like I said, if you are in my Facebook group, I try to address it. If anybody else has any more questions, you can contact me freely. I apologize to the Squad Creatives group. Before I get up out of here, I truly apologize to the group. But it just truly didn't feel like it's serving a purpose. I'm not too sure on that. Maybe I'll revisit it. A lot of people said that you left your group. It's not my group. It was our group. You know? And in the beginning, it was 5 of us. In the end of us, it was 2 of us. Now we have expanded family, of course, but that's just how they go. I shouldn't have left the way that I left, and I shouldn't have posted the way that I posted. It was ignorant. But at the same time, you can only do so much, and if you're not getting results, then at the end of the day, do you continue to still push forward? I know I'm going to get results eventually on 90% of the stuff I do. The other 10%, if I get results, okay. If I don't, oh well. No harm, no foul. It's only 10%. But when you put in your life's work into a couple of different areas and there's no results coming back and things ain't adding up the way it's supposed to, it tends to hit you. It makes you feel a certain type of way. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, I'll enlighten you real quick. A couple of days ago, I left the Squad Creatives group. I wasn't active in the Squad Creatives group as I had been. I tried to have been. And there's people that post in there. Sunshine, Wyndham, salute, appreciate you. SP Polk, salute, appreciate you. James Lee, appreciate you. Adrena Holland, aka Honey Seas Crafting, appreciate you. Jason Maycott, Veronica. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. And I do know these people because I had seen these people in this group. You know, constantly posting. We constantly ask questions. We even bought stuff off of one another. But to me, it's just like stagnant and it's just there. And there's no results to be had from it. But shout out to Eric Randolph. Salute and appreciate you. You know, he was one of them that hopped in my inbox, checked on the fella, made sure I was okay. Made sure that, you know, I wasn't too deep into my head. I greatly appreciate that, brother. You don't even know how much that meant. I know a lot of times I'm out here speaking motivation and inspiration and, you know, keeping your head up and just striving to the next one. But honestly, with that, I felt defeated. That's one part where I felt defeated. And then there's another issue in where I felt defeated. And that will be discussed at a later date and time. But I sincerely apologize to those of the Squad Creatives podcast group. 1, for my lack of not being there, and 2, just abruptly leaving in an unprofessional manner that I did. And I hope that you guys can forgive me for that. I was added back to the group, And as it stands, I'm stuck dead center in the middle. I don't know to go left or right. Let's just put it to you like that. Haven't joined many groups. Yeah. Reevaluation is good. Yes. And what's up, Bobby? For sure. Barb, that's exactly what it was. I have a new I'm pretty sure y'all have heard me speak on this a couple of times. I have a new vision board. I tore my old vision board up, out with the old in with the new. I scratched off a couple of goals on that vision board, but I didn't scratch off the goals that I wanted to on that vision board. So, got me a brand new one that's blank and getting ready to go home and, detail it out. I got a little bit of time to myself to think, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go reevaluate my plans, my situation, my strategies. And this is not nothing personal to anybody. It's just about your boy. It's about Mike. That's it. Just picking up, or not necessarily picking up, but keeping that drive and that determination to go further, harder for y'all, for myself, for my family. And with all of that, I greatly appreciate y'all joining me on my lives. Like I said, this is No Days Off November. I'm going to try to come on here every day, at least in the month of November. And I hope that you guys join me, even if it's just to say, hey, what up? What's going on? Today is cold and it's raining. I'm out. Peace. Whatever it is. Nicole, thank you for tapping in. Barb, appreciate you for tapping in. Bobby, thank you for tapping in. Lovely Blueprint. I'm gonna start just saying lovely, okay? I hope that's fine with you. Lovely. I appreciate you tapping in. Terrence, definitely appreciate you tapping in. It's deeper than cars. It's my homeboy Gerard. Hey, my daughter stole my Fox shirt. I have to get another one. That shirt is hard. Diamond Boutique, appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. Without y'all, there'd be no matees. I had no one to speak to. I'd have no one that, I feel that truly understands where I'm coming from or where I be coming from a lot of the times. So with that being said, I really do take to the brain, into the heart, into the mind, into the soul what it is that you guys say to me all the time. Good or bad. PM St. Louis, how are you doing? I appreciate you tapping in. The Dainty Doer, appreciate you tapping in. I think that's everybody. The Educated Natural, my bad. Kim, my bad. I was going too quick. Appreciate you tapping in. Art Department, appreciate you as well, brother. But yeah, I'm gonna get up off of here and get to the crib. See what was something else was said. Keep the faith, keep moving forward. Appreciate you, Barb. I appreciate you. And I am. It's time to go overtime. Y'all have a blessed night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Snow Days Off November. Peace.